In 17th century, Sir Isaac Newton put forth a variety of laws that explain why objects move or don't move. These three laws have become known as Newton's three laws of motion. Now Shweta is going to explain Newton's first law of motion. Newton's first law of motion, or the law of inertia. An object at rest will remain at rest unless acted on by an unbalanced force. An object in motion continues with motion with the same speed and in the same direction unless acted upon by an unbalanced force. This means that there is a natural tendency of objects to keep on doing what they are doing. All objects resist changes in their own state of motion. In the absence of an unbalanced force, the object in motion will maintain this state of motion. Here, the boat moves on in the same direction without any disturbances. If the boat hits on the rock, it stops moving. Here, the rock acts as an unbalanced force. Newton's first law is applied here. Thank you. Now, Hariharan will explain Newton's second law of motion.
Newton's second law of motion. Acceleration is produced when the force acts on a mass. The greater the mass, the greater the force is needed, is the formula F is equal to ma. For example, I have two items, a solid car and a plastic ball. A plastic ball has a lesser weight, so we need to apply lesser force to move to its particular distance. But the solid car has a heavier mass, so we need to apply heavier force to move to its particular distance. Now Sneha is going to explain the Newton's third law of motion.
Newton's third law of motion. For every action, there is an equal and opposite reaction. This means for every force, there is a reaction force that is equal in size but opposite in direction. That is to say that whenever the object pushes another object, it gets pushes back in its opposite direction equally hard. The best example for this operation behind rocket launch.
Newton's law of motion. First law. An object at rest will remain at rest unless acted on by an unbalanced force. An object in motion with the same speed and in the same direction unless acted upon by an unbalanced force. Second law. Acceleration is produced when a force acts on a mass. The greater the mass, the greater the amount of force needed. F equal to ma. Third law. For every action, there is an equal and opposite reaction.